Part 2 of our exclusive interview with Michael Jackson's bodyguards, speaking out for the first time about being inside Jackson's world during the last days of his life. Ashley Banfield is back with us again, and yesterday, Ashley, you brought us the personal side, some real endearing details that you said changed the way you thought about Jackson, but these bodyguards also witnessed the real problems in his life.
Yeah, and that real problem that ultimately led to his death, George, and then, of course, that huge story and the ultimate charges levied against Dr. Conrad Murray. He has pleaded not guilty to those, but before all of that, there were these 2 years that these bodyguards spent with Jackson and his family, 24/7, really getting to know the inside workings of this family. Everything from the millions of dollars coming in and out of that house on a regular basis to the late-night paranoia and security checks around the compound that Michael would perform himself, and then also that family, the way they characterize incredibly dysfunctional extended family. He was the king of pop, adored by millions, but really known by very few. These three men, Mike Garcia, Bill Whitfield, and Javon Beard, were among them.
We was with Michael Jackson, the person, not the entertainer.
It was their job to protect Michael Jackson.
We never did it on that level as far as like him. That's like he's like protecting the president.
Soon they began to see the very personal, poignant, and distressing sides of Michael Jackson's life.
They didn't come around much. And when they did come, they came unexpected. And we would make Mr. Jackson aware that, you know, one of your family members is outside the gate, would like to see you. And he would sometimes ask, do they have an appointment?
Michael would ask if his family members had appointments?
Yes.
When his father came, he was like, does he have an appointment?
But they say that didn't stop Michael's youngest brother, Randy, from trying.
There was another occasion when Randy came to the house and crashed the security gate with his vehicle. I drew my weapon on him, and first thing out of his mouth was, get that gun out of my face, or I'm calling the press, which took me back.
Unbelievable.
We made Mr. Jackson aware that your brother Randy is downstairs asking to see you very adamantly. And
What did Michael say?
he was not happy.
Did he see him?
No.
No.
Randy Jackson admits he was there that night, but denies he ever set foot on the property. And as for that much talked about family intervention for Michael's alleged drug abuse, they say they were there for that too.
And he said, I'll only see my brothers.
They never got into the house.
No, he came outside.
He came into the trailer.
Security trailer, right.
He met his brothers in the security trailer.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
How was Michael afterwards?
Fine.
He didn't seem upset?
No, he just left the trailer and went back in the house. I was the point man when it came to emailing.
Email came through his laptop.
Everything came to me.
So you were the gatekeeper?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
It wasn't a phone call on our watch that didn't go through any paperwork that didn't go through this man right here.
And that paperwork revealed a lot. Millions of dollars in debts, much of it to law firms, and millions more being paid out. All this while they waited to be paid, sometimes for months on end.
10 million, 20 million.
Gone.
I'm seeing all these zeros and
Gone.
I'm like, where's my little...
He was
And we
going out.
can't get a $5,000 check.
Right. It was going out faster than it was coming in.
They say Michael was always being sued long after that criminal trial in 2005 where he was cleared of child molestation charges. They say he always chose to settle.
I mean, we go to a lawyer's office and we're there from 10 a.m. in the morning to midnight.
And that took its toll.
He got so frustrated, he threw my cell phone out the window, through the window. And then he looked at me and said, Bill, you're going to need a new phone.
But even with so much money changing hands, they say credit cards were declined and hotels were evicting.
We were asked to leave hotels because the credit card on file was being
Bill wasn't paid.
denied. And
Michael Jackson's credit cards were declined.
Someone wasn't paying the bill.
How often would this happen?
I remember 4 different occasions.
When longtime friend Jesse Jackson turned 66, they say Michael and his entourage, seen here leaving the party in this TMZ video, couldn't even afford to get there.
Jesse Jackson put up his credit card to fly the entire staff and team out, put us up in a hotel for 3 nights.
Jesse paid for everything.
Yes.
Did he seem like he had a drug problem?
A drug problem? No.
Not a drug problem.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
Certainly there were times that he gave the appearance that he was probably high on something.
He was intoxicated in some way, but not, I wouldn't say a problem, no.
On occasion, he would ask for marijuana?
He'd ask about it.
Yeah.
Quiet.
And when it came to Jackson's insomnia, the guards say they witnessed plenty.
It's 3 o'clock. What's the dance floor open on? Watching, put the flashlight on. Oh, that's just the boss practicing.
3
Right back to
a.m.
our trailer.
Sure.
3, 4 a.m. Wee hours of the night.
What of the relationship with doctors, one of whom, Dr. Conrad Murray, is now charged in his death?
When he came onto the scene, he was taking care of the kids. Kids had colds and, and were sick and stuff. He was taking care of the kids.
There's a lot of blame that's being zeroed in towards Dr. Murray.
One person.
Scapegoat.
I never thought it was at the fault or at the hands of one person.
They say they weren't in L.A. when Jackson died, but were among thousands of people at the Staples Center for the memorial.
I looked around. I looked at a lot of celebrities, a lot of stars.
Where were they?
And it just made me just wonder, where were they? Or
Where were they?
Were these some of the people that turned their back on him after the second trial?
The guy was so lonely. Where were they?
And I just wanted to say I love him so much.
To see Paris on that stage.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
That hurt me.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah,
It was a quiet ride home.
If they're listening to this, what do you want the kids to hear? What do you want to say to the kids?
Wow. I don't know. I'm a little speechless on that right now.
Threw us off.
Yeah. Certainly we hope that we did the best that we could to make them feel like kids and provide them with some of the things that made them feel comfortable.
You were everything to your, to their father.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he was everything to them.
Mm-hmm.
But he's watching them now.
He's watching.
Definitely.
And we're proud of y'all.
Oh, yeah.
No
Yeah.
matter what, we are proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They say they really stuck around for the kids and out of loyalty to Michael Jackson, even though, as I said yesterday, George, they went for 4 months at a spate without being paid. They do not blame Michael Jackson for that, by the way. Not at all. They said he was mismanaged and that's where their lack of pay came from. But they never left. Their cars were being repossessed, and they still never left him.
They don't seem to blame him for much, and it's clear that they love those kids, and they saw things that no one could expect to see.
Some more bizarre things, in fact. I don't know if you knew this, but Michael Jackson used to cover up the mirrors, apparently, according to these guys, in the hotels that he checked into. He would avoid mirrors in public. If he got into an elevator, he would shield his eyes from them. He feared that there were cameras behind a lot of the mirrors. He used to travel with a briefcase, apparently full of cash. Don't ask me why. Maybe it was because the credit cards were being
Didn't always have enough, but
yeah. And then also, he loved eBay. He was a huge eBay fan, apparently. He was on eBay all the time. And if you want to go on the web, abcnews.com, great stuff, including what they thought of Janet. Apparently, she had no status in that family. They called her Little Janet. She was like the little sister who couldn't really speak up, especially that rumored intervention that Janet even talked about herself.
You can find all that on abcnews.com. Ashley Banfield, thanks very much.
Physically and emotionally during the trial. He lost weight, his cheeks became more sunken in. He just looked like a shell of his old self to me.
I bruised my lung very badly. My lung on the right is very much I'm in pain as we speak. And I've been going to court every day in immense pain, in agonizing pain. And I sit there and I'm strong. I try to be as strong as I can. This is a very difficult time. And to just know in the end I'll be vindicated. I pray because I know the truth. I'm an innocent person.
Last week, people were calling in all around the nation saying, is Michael broke? Michael, are you broke?
That's not true at all. It's just one of their many schemes to embarrass me and to just drag me through mud. And it's the same pattern like I told you with these other people in the past. It's the same pattern. So don't believe any of this, this is tabloid, sensationalized kind of gossip. But this has been kind of a pattern among black luminaries in this country.
I think the press is trying to make this a freak show.
Given the heat that's on you and the attacks that you are facing now, does it deter you from pursuing your career when this is over?
No, not at all, because I know who I am inside and outside, and I know what I want to do. And I will always, go with my dreams and my ideals in life. And I'm a very courageous person. And I believe in perseverance and determination and you know, and all those wonderful things. And those ideals are very, very important for a person who's goal-oriented, you know?
Since people have risen so high and so far with your dreams, what are you dreaming up now?
Oh, like I was saying before, is to innovate and to pioneer the medium of film. And there's other things I want to do, which are some surprises, things in society that I want to do in the future.
This is scary. Okay, fine. What about this one?
Is that it? This is exactly why we call Michael Jackson the king of pop. If it wasn't for Michael Jackson, I would never have ever performed. He's made such an impact on my life and every performer's life. Michael Jackson, I love you. We all love you. I want you to give it up for the king of pop, Michael, 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 Michael Jackson. Congratulations. Diamond Award.
I love you. I love all the fans from the bottom of my heart.